Hi everyone, it's Donna with Embroidery.com. How's everyone's Thursday night going? Hello, Corinne. I hope you all are having a good week. It's been a good week for me too, so that's nice. That's compared to last week, that's very nice. Very, very nice. Hey, Marilyn. Yes, it's been a good week. I have a plan. I have a plan to stitch tomorrow, which is huge. So that's my plan. So today I was editing my video for the tea staining, which, oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that project. I just can't even. Oh my gosh. So it was so much fun. And the end product came out amazing. So I'm excited to start that one. Hey, Nancy. So I was editing that today. So hopefully that'll be up early next week. But we'd already talked about it. I mean, I could go over the video again if you wanted me to. Because I've got some really good footage and stuff. But I was looking for other things to talk about tonight. I have two other things to talk about. Well, yeah. Before we talk about tonight's subject. But what I'm thinking I want to talk about is, hey, Mary Jo, is kind of like a glossary, like a cross-stitch glossary. Am I not on my Facebook page? Let's go look. No, I'm there. Let me. Yeah, I'm there. Oh, you're so sweet. Yeah, I'm there. At least I can see myself. So I don't know. Go to the page. Go to our Embroidery.com page. Here, this is. I'll grab this. That is our page. It's our Facebook page. Because that's where I am. I share the video afterwards to our group, but initially I'm on the page. Or on our YouTube page, which should be up too. I'm assuming it's up because I see comments. Yep, that's up too. Oh, it is now. Oh, okay, good. What was I saying? Oh, what I was going to talk about tonight. I was thinking it'd be fun to talk about the cross-stitch glossary, like what all the terms and everything means, because there are sometimes that you just don't know what something means, and you're like, okay, I don't know what that means. Anyway, so I was going to talk about that. Okay, so first, let's talk about, you know, the videos are behind, because I've even noticed that when I look. So if I look at the video, let's see, when I'm on my page and I'm looking at the video, there's about a two-minute lag. So from me talking live to when I see it actually happen on my page, there's about a 2-minute lag. So like, what am I talking about right now? Oh yeah, like I just said, oh, you're so sweet. Because who said it? Let's scroll up. It was Pam. Pam said, you're always so fun. Thanks. Anyway, what was I going to talk about again? Seriously. Okay, so we're going to go over the Facebook the cross-stitch glossary because I thought that'd be fun. And then because I love using all the funny terms and stuff, and so I thought that'd be fun. So then, second thing I want to talk about is the Love Stitch Challenge. So I just looked, and it looks like 334 have qualified for the trophy. Yay! So I will be ordering those for next week. You didn't post any work today. That's okay. So that's exciting. That's exciting. So I'll be ordering those next week. It just depends on their lead time when I get them, and then we'll do all that. So that's exciting. So yay, yay, yay. Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about. I think it's Tuesday night. It's Tuesday because today's Thursday. So it wasn't last night. It could have been Monday night or Tuesday night. One of those nights. I'm on my Facebook newsfeed, okay? And I'm just scrolling. Now, I've been posting videos for like 5 years. I've been doing lives for a year now. But we've been posting our sit and stitch videos since like 2016, 2017. You know, I've done tips and I've done lots of videos, right? So I'm kind of used to seeing myself as I scroll. Being said, I'm used to seeing myself in the context of Embroidery.com, one of our page, our groups, you know, Easy Stitch, that kind of stuff, right? So imagine my surprise as I'm scrolling along and I see this video that isn't from us, but it's our scroll frame. It's me, my face. It's the floor stand. It's like snippets out of all of my videos, specifically scroll frame videos, specifically the Easy Stitch floor stand videos. And I'm sitting there watching it going, this isn't an advertisement for us. It's an advertisement for a completely different company. They went through and stole videos from either our page or our actual website and used them to advertise their own stand, which is a POS. I mean, it's not up to standards as far as Easy Stitch goes. Right? I still am. There is no was. I still am so angry. I mean, like, that's just theft, right? That's just out and out copyright infringement. You know, it's theft of intellectual property. I mean, you know, that's just no. So I messaged Aaron and I'm like, look what's happening. And so we went through and we reported him. We reported him a couple different places. Yes. Yeah, it's horrible. Yeah, it's a super, super cheap stand that they're showing. And so I went through and I immediately made a post of cease and desist. You know, this is unlawful. You can't do this. This is, you know, infringing our intellectual property rights. Right? And I saw the post in 2 different places. One person they had made the post, and then someone else had shared it, and I saw both of them within just a few minutes of each other. So I made a comment in both places, a cease and desist comment in both places. And then they had actually posted, and I replied to that post and to to my cease and desist. And then they, of course, went in through and made it so I can't comment anymore. So I can't even reply to the people that are on that post going, oh, this looks like a great stand. Oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I can't tell them, hey, this is fake. This isn't what you're looking at is my stand, not their stand. You know, I can't do that because they've kept me, taken that away. I've reported the ad as fraudulent, and we've also, I guess they're on Shopify, and we've reported them to Shopify. But oh my gosh, I mean, I know people are just not nice. I know that. But it blows my mind. They totally did. They blocked me. So if somebody else shares it, or if they comment and they're like, oh my gosh, this is so great, I can't tell them, no, it's not. I mean, I did see in the post where somebody's like, what they're advertising isn't what they're showing. So somebody was able to see that, but still, all the people that don't see that and are like, oh my gosh, I want to buy this. And they go and buy this cheap, and $50 is $50, when you think you're getting an easy stitch done and you're getting this cheap piece of crap, and my face is on it. My face. Oh my gosh. I don't know if this is bad to do. I don't know if this is bad to do. But I'm going to do it anyway. I don't know if that's bad to do or not, but I'm going to do it anyway. There's the post. Go make comments. I don't know if that's the right thing to do, but it's what I'm doing. But I mean, I know there are mean and evil people out there, but oh my gosh, I can't even imagine using somebody else's content for your own stuff. That's just, it's just wrong. And it's wrong. Yeah, I know, right? It's like, oh, like it's my face. And it was so bizarre because I'm just scrolling and I'm like it took me minutes, a lot longer than it should have, for it to click in my head of what was actually happening. I mean, I sat there and was like, what? No, this can't be happening. I will be the first to admit something. I will be the first to admit that I live in donut land, and I call it that all the time. And I will admit that I like my sunshine world, and I like my positive little outlook on life. And I mean, not to say that I don't know the evil's out there, but I like my positive, My brother is a cop. My sister is a corrections officer. They see the worst in life and humanity and everything. And sometimes they'll tell me about it. And sometimes I'm like, I can't know. You can't tell me. And anybody that knows me, all of our local stitchers, know that there are stories. And a lot of times there's stories that have to do with animals, because I have a really weird panic attack things that happen with animals, that there are just certain things you can't talk about around me. Like, period. Like, we will full on change the subject if you are talking about it. And I'm okay with that. I am perfect. You'll be the first to be banned. Yes. I am perfectly fine living in Donut Land. I'm fine with it. But this was a very large knock on the door. Donut Land. I couldn't believe it. It just blew my mind. I mean, yes. I know that there are bad things out there. And I know that there are a lot more bad things out there than I know of. But I'm okay with that. I can't. Now, my animal thing is definitely because of our dog. Our dog got hit by a car when he was 6 months old, and he broke his front right and back left. And we got him in 2002. So this happened, we got him at Christmas 2002. And so this happened, early spring, maybe like March, April of 2002. And ever since then, I have had panic attacks. And if they are brought on, I mean, they can be brought on by anything. Really, they can truly be brought on by anything. But specifically, they are super, super bad when it's about an animal of some kind. Like, to the point where I don't watch any TV shows or movies that have animals in them. Now, whether the animal lives or dies is irrelevant. If the animal at any point could get hurt, we do not watch it. period. We were watching a show that had nothing to do with animals, and there was a bunny that was trying to cross the highway or something, was going to get hit by a car, and I ran out of the room and refused to watch the movie. And my husband and son are like, honey, he didn't get hit by the car. He turned around. I'm like, I don't care. I'm done. I saw a company that made a huge craft storage system called Dreambox get ripped off by a fake company. The real system is pricey, and this crappy company was selling them for $300. I reported to the actual company, and they were thankful and told me it happens more than once. Wow, really? Okay, so I've seen, since we came out with our Easy Stitch floor stand back in 2018, that's when it premiered, was 2018. I can't believe it's been that long. Blows my mind. I have seen other people make something similar. Okay. I mean, that's not nice, but this was different. This was stealing our educational videos. This was stealing my face. You know, I mean, the design's not even similar. The design's not even similar. Now, the ones that I have seen that are kind of similar to ours, it's my husband made this for me. Stuff like that. Yes, my husband did design the floor stand. And like I said, the ones I've seen that I'm like, oh, that's like a total knockoff of our floor stand. It's like, oh, look what my husband made me type thing. This was different. This was crazy. It's not even a little bit close. It's like, I don't know, what's worse than Wish? You know, I mean, like the stuff you get from Wish is just not up to par. Yeah, anyway, okay. So that was my week. Was I saw my face advertising something that I was not advertising. It was very, very strange. Very strange. Yeah, anyway, that was part of my week today, this week. Now, like, had it been an advertisement selling the frame, or, you know, if it was I don't know, there's so many things that could have been that I would have been okay with. The company that is using your video probably aren't even selling a product, just taking people's money. I bet you. Then they disappear, and another great company. It's just theft and false advertising. It absolutely is. 100%. 100%. Now we sell, okay, so let's see. Share. Okay. So we have our, Easy Stitch lap stands. And they're made out of oak, and they're beautiful. I mean, you know, it's the same, you know, concept that the floor stand is made out of and everything. But we also have where is it? Oh, right here. It's not a lap stand, but it's a value frame. So instead of the nicer knobs, instead of it being made out of oak, like the sidebars are made out of pine and stuff like that. So it's a, I don't want to say lesser quality, but it's not oak, you know? So, and that's kind of like what theirs looks like. It's just stupid. When your husband makes a stand for you, He is not making money off of it. Right. Yes, exactly. Yes. Yeah. He's not making them like, you know, if somebody had their husband make them the stand, he's not making them and selling hundreds of them. That our product is very high quality. That is something that we pride ourselves on. You have no idea, absolutely no idea the thought and effort that goes into when they put a stand together, whether it be a floor stand or a lap stand. They will literally take the knobs and make sure every knob that goes, let's say it's a floor stand, they will make sure every knob that goes into that floor stand is the same color. So instead of having a light one and a dark one, you will have all the same color. They will go through the legs and match up the legs. So make sure you've got the same color of legs. The sidebars, same thing. They will go through and they will match up the sidebars. So make sure you have the same hue of sidebars. They are like, they go through and make sure that the quality is so good. They even go through to some point. I took them all because I was like, well, I need knobs. Obviously, I don't have any next to me. If a knob has a knot in it or some kind of defect, they will take it out of circulation. They won't even let it be in circulation because our Easy Stitch department makes sure that the quality is so good. Like your crossbars on the floor stand, they will make sure every single crossbar is the same hue. And so they go to such amazing effort to try that. And so, and then of course it's all oak, you know, it's all oak except the scroll rods. Everything else is all made out of oak. And so the quality is like super, super good. And that's what we strive for. May get emails from people, oh gosh, I haven't even thought of that they didn't get their product they paid for. Yeah, with my cute little face on it. I'm a local company. Makes me happy. Okay, so let's talk about our cross stitch glossary because I thought this would be fun. I was putting this together and I wish I would have had more time because I would have made a bingo game about it. I would have sent you guys bingo cards and I would have made a bingo game out of it because that would have been super, super fun. But I thought of this at 3 o'clock. So I was like, okay, well, really can't put together a bingo card that fast. But so funny story, when we would do fairs and stuff, because we used to do the Cash County Fair and we would do like the November Fest. So any like local craft fair or whatever, we'd have a booth because, you know, hello. Well, the last 3 or 4 years, you either have feast or famine at these events. There's like everybody and their dog there or nobody there. And you get the same questions over and over and over again, right? And they can be kind of boring. And there are weird people that come. So we legit made up bingo cards. And it would be like a man carrying a woman's purse. The mom holding the baby while she's pushing the stroller. An adult with light up shoes. An adult with a child's t-shirt on. Things like this, you know? We would try and find the funniest things you could imagine. We'd put it in our bingo card and we would play bingo. It got to the point where our neighbor that would be in the booth next to us, we were in the same booth for probably 5 or 6 years together. We were right next door to each other. And she'd be like, do you have bingo sheets this year? It was so much fun. It was such a good way to pass the time. It was such a good way to pass the time. When we did an all-day sit and stitch a couple years ago, we played bingo. And I placed it off of, so I just gave everybody bingo cards. And when I would hear a key phrase, because I wrote down all these phrases, when I'd hear a key phrase, I'd be like, oh, okay. And then I'd draw the bingo card. And they didn't know what to say or not to say. So I had to listen to like all the different conversations. So if I heard somebody say, you know, something like, oh, I need a frog, I would be like, oh, that's a thing. And so, and then I think we gave away like, I don't know, scissors or I don't know what we gave away. It was just fun. It was just a fun way to play a game while we're stitching for an all-day sit and stitch. Okay, so when I was looking up these things, and I've already wasted an entire 30 minutes, so I may have to take this to next week because I really should do show and tell. I started with A, but I mean, we all know what Ada is, and we all know what a back stitch is, and we all know what blending filament is, and braids and bobbins, and a chart and a pattern. Doololly. Doololly. Doololly is a fiber hider of some kind. A doololly is, I call it a doololly because that's what it was first told to me as, but it's like the star detailer. So let me go find it. So these are doolollies. So the star detailer or the fiber hiders, they're to help you hide your threads on the back. I have a video on this one, on the star detailer. I think we've talked about it before. So that's a doololly. What I was told when I was first told about a doololly is that it was Southern for whatchamacallit. Not sure why whatchamacallit needed a nickname, but hey. Let's see. Ecru is a color. Even weave is a fabric. Floss refers to... Did you know the word skein was actually made up by DMC? Doololly yourself, that was a phrase. That was a phrase. We were at we were in an all-day sit and stitch, and one of my local customers didn't have her doololly. So she asked, I think she asked her daughter, because I think it was Holly. Yeah, it was Holly. Carrie asked her daughter, Holly, can I borrow your doololly? Or can you doololly this for me? Or something. I'm not exactly sure what was said. All I know was the response was doololly yourself. And she threw her doololly at her. So that became a thing. Doololly yourself. But so I was looking and yeah, they're saying that DMC created the word skein to apply to their skein of floss. I'm like, that's pretty funny. Angel will never be the same. Angel kind of had a fit. It was hilarious. Our all-day sit and stitches would kind of turn into, you know, just pure hilarity. They were quite funny. There were things that were said that were just amazing. Amazing. Okay, we all know what jobelin is. We know what linen is. However, do you know what a flub is? A flub on a piece of linen is, you know how you have thin fibers and fat fibers on linen? A flub is that fat fiber. You know how sometimes it, let's see, can I find some on this? Okay. You're never going to be able to see it. You know how it has that, just that extra fat chunky thing? That's a flub. I'm speeding through these. We all know what a tapestry is. We all know what thread count is and what stitch count is. Tweeting. Tweeting is when you use one color of another color and put them together to stitch. What is blending filament? Which is why I won't stitch on linen because of the flubs. The flubs will get you every time. Blending filament is, this is a braid. Blending filament, oh, wait. Wait. Don't see. I mean, I got a bag of stuff. Who knows what's in it? What's this? No, that won't work. Okay. We're gonna pretend that I have something, which I don't. Do I? No, I don't. All of my blending filaments over there. Okay, we're gonna pretend that this is blending filament. And okay, so blending filament will usually have 3 strands in it. It'll have the main strand, which is kind of boingy. That's a word. And then it'll have another strand, which is the metallic, which likes to break. And then it has this other strand, which I truly don't know what that other strand is. When these all like to go like this, and they don't like to go together. Most of the time, blending filament is used with tweeting. So you will use a blending filament with a DMC because it's very, very thin. It's not a thick fiber at all. It's a very thin fiber. And it's usually always tweeted with another fiber. Now, the key to blending filament is your thread magic, which has disappeared. Where'd my thread magic go? Oh, right here. So you take your blending filament. We're going to use this braid. Okay, so a braid. Okay, so we could kind of pretend that this is a filament. So you can see on the braid, do you see how the braid has got like all those fibers? Imagine it only being 3 and it's not this thick. It's much, much thinner than this. You take your blending filament. There are a couple different ways you can use this. You could put the cap back on, run it through, and then the thread heaven is on there. And then, do you see what that did to the end? Let's see if I can get it. It kind of put it together. I mean, obviously, I would cut that off so you'd have a sharp point. Or you can use your thumb and put it through. But when working with a blending filament, this is a must. Now, 9 times out of 10, I will switch out my blending filament to a number 4 braid. I like the way a braid looks. I like to stitch with it better. I like the way it covers up the square. You can tweet it. You don't have to tweet it. You can tweet it. Oh, I just broke that off. So, you know, you could still tweet this with one strand of DMC with whatever it's telling you to do. I just prefer this to a blending filament. So that's what a blending filament is. And that's what tweeting is putting the two together. Waste canvas. Waste canvas is for pieces that don't, to stitch on something that isn't Aida or linen. So if I wanted to stitch like on my shirt or satin, I would tack down a piece of waste canvas, I'd stitch on it, and then I'd go through with tweezers and pull it out. Now there's also, you're welcome, there's also water-soluble waste canvas, where all you have to do is get it wet and it disappears. So that's what you could do if you're going to stitch on a shirt or something, or a bag or jacket or anything that's not Aida or linen, if you wanted a cross stitch on that. A waist knot is a knot that you would put at the top. Like, let's say you went to go start first. You'd make a knot, you'd come in from the front and then come back up. Usually there's about like that big of a gap between where you're going to start. And then once you have your row going, you'd cut that knot off and thread that strand under your stitches. That's why it's called a waist knot, because you're going to waste it. Bargella is a type of needlepoint. Ooh, let's talk about, oh, it just went out of my head. Balger. If you look at older patterns, a lot of lavender and lace patterns, and there's some other patterns out there that will call for badger metallic floss. Not badger, it's Balger. B-A-L-G-E-R. I think that's the name of it. That's metallic floss. That's Krennic. I'm not sure if it was a company that existed before Krennic, or if when Krennic came, they changed the name, or if Krennic just took over, but they no longer exist, but the numbers still do. So if a pattern says use 002 Balger, just use 002 Krennic, and it'll work. It'll totally work. Embroidery hoops or embroidery hoops. Design size is the size that the design itself is on, which is different than fabric size. We all know what fractional stitches are. Frogging. We know what frogging is. Frogging, I love this. Frog or frogging is a slang term used by stitchers to refer to removing stitches when you make a mistake. Don't you love that? When you take a stitch out, you have to rip it. I thought it was funny. The Belger. It is good to know, huh? Because when you're looking at patterns and you're like, I have never heard of this floss in my whole life. You're like, oh yeah, I have that. In hand refers to not using a hoop or a scroll frame. A laying tool. I don't have one on me. A laying tool kind of looks like a stiletto of some kind. So pretend that this wasn't tweezers, okay? Pretend that this was just a single piece of steel. I mean, I could use this as a laying tool because it is a nice stiletto. You use a laying tool when you're using any kind of ribbon and you want it to lay a certain way. You will, do your stitch, and as you're bringing it down, you'll use your laying tool to smooth out any of the twists and turns that you don't want to appear in that stitch. What is it called? It's a crennic. I don't like it. It's probably why I can't remember the name of it. What is it? It's, holographic. That's what it is. A crennic has this holographic stuff, and it's really pretty. I mean, it's beautiful. It's this one right here. I mean, there's several. There's this one too. But it is, that's a really crappy picture. But it is just like working with Christmas tinsel. You know, that tinsel that we liked when we were young and we'd put it on the tree. That is what it's like. And I went to do a mermaid and I had to use this green, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to use the braid, because you could not get the twists and turns out of it to save your life, and you would have to use a laying tool for every stinking stitch, and I refused. So I used 015 number 4 braid instead of the holographic because I couldn't handle it. And I didn't want to use a laying tool. Needle minder. We know what needle minders are. I know that a bunch of, come here. I know that a bunch of you have never used needle minders, and like our Witchy Stitchy or I Love to Stitch was the first time you ever got a needle minder. But they're a great way. Do I have a needle? Oh, I have this really big one. They're a great place to put your needle when you're not stitching. Ooh. Or attach it to your computer. 2/2 petty point. Petty point is kind of another term for 1/1. It's for the 1/1 stitching, but most often you're using something like a 40 count silk gauze, and you're going 1/1 probably with a silk floss. I can show a boo-boo stick, but they don't make them anymore. Well, that's not true. Okay, I'll talk about a boo-boo stick in a minute. So yeah, petty point is just when you're doing really, really fine stitching. Again, it could be, I mean, you could do it on 28 count, 32 count. Most of the time it is on 42 count or 40 count, and it's some kind of silk, but it's just the teeny, teeny, tiny stuff. However, I consider anything 1/1 as petty point. The boo-boo stick is this. This is great because it will get your boo-boos out. So have you ever heard of an echo, a floss echo? It's when you do your stitching and then you have to frog it, and then you see the echo of the floss. So with this, you rub it over and it gets rid of the echo. This is no longer available. However, I have been told that they're available in like ceramic stores. They do sell these. I don't know where a ceramic store is, so I don't know where you buy these. But these mascara ones that you can buy on Amazon for like $9.99 for 500 of them work just as well. And so if you ever have to frog, or if you're stitching on white and you have to take out black or something and you've got a massive echo, you can rub this over and it'll get all those little things out. I call it a fluff buddy. And and you can use this. When you're stitching Whisper. So with Whisper, Whisper is a type of floss that's really fuzzy. I don't know if I have any in here. We do. See? Fuzzy. When you're doing it, you want to mat it down as much as possible when you're stitching with it, so it'll lay. But then once you're done, you want to fluff it up, because I usually use Whisper like on a lion's mane or on Santa Claus's beard or something like that, and then you want it to fluff it up. So you take these and you fluff it up. So this one works really well as a fluff buddy because it's super, super soft. This one is a bit harder, but again, I've heard you can buy these in ceramic stores. So there's that. Railroading, we've talked about railroading too before. Yes, the toothbrush, a soft toothbrush would work as well. Yes, 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 yes. Scroll frames, we know what that is. The skein, yeah. DMC invented the concept of a pull skein. All DMC thread is available in a pull skein, which means the thread is wound into a loose coil. Oh, stick and stab method. Stick and stab is where you stick it and stab it. You are going like this, which is ridiculous. You are like literally going back and forth. Can't do it. Sewing stitch is where you will have one hand underneath and you will do a sewing stitch like this. You will go down and you'll come back up in one stitch, where you go down in one stitch and you pull it and then go up in one stitch, then come up and pull it. That's stick and stab and then sewing method. Okay, I'm going to do 2 more. Let me make them good ones. Stretcher bars. Stretcher bars are usually for needlepoint, and they are usually the same size as your finished needlepoint, and you will use tacks to stretch the canvas onto the stretcher bars and tack it down. So they're not necessarily a cross stitch thing, they're mostly a needlepoint thing for stretcher bars. UFO. UFO is slang for unfinished object, which we all have. If you don't, you're a liar. There was another one that I was going to talk about, and now I forgot. It's not on my list either. Oh, blanc. Blanc is a French word for white. Because, you know, DMC's in France. So it's white. Types of hoops. Hoops can be, there are 3 main types I know of hoops. There are the old-fashioned wooden ones that have a little pin. So they have an inner hoop that's all together. They have an outer hoop that has a little bracket on it and has a pin, and you screw it tight. You put your fabric, you put your hoop, the middle hoop down, put your fabric in confidence, and you push on it, and then you screw it down. And then there's a plastic version of that. Same thing, plastic version. And then there's spring tension hoop, which I don't have one. And it has this little metal thing. It has an outer plastic ring that has like a divot in it. And you put that down, put the middle ring inside of it, and then it expands. So if you're going to use a hoop, I like that one the best, because the other 2, you're pushing on the fabric, and then you're using this little teeny pin to make all your tension happen. Whereas the spring tension hoop, the metal ring is putting even pressure, holy crap, even pressure all the way around the fabric. So I like that better than the hoop. Okay, let's go see what y'all have been doing. Let's see what y'all have been doing. And I have to say, I love this. How freaking cute is this? Oh my gosh. So this pattern, this is a Lizzie Kate. This came out a bunch of years ago. I want to say in the late teens or early teens. You know, 2013, 14, 15, something like that, right? There was another piece that came out along this same time. It said, Cinderella's proof that a new pair of shoes can change your life. And I stitched that one. And I've always thought I needed to stitch this. The part that's funny about this is, was it Tuesday? Yes, it was Tuesday. I had to go to the dentist. So I got up and I put makeup on and I went to the dentist, and I got home and I sat down and I looked and I went, today was a big waste of makeup. And then today I saw this. And when I said it, I was referring to this pattern. I was like, today was a big waste of makeup. And I was referring to this pattern when I said it. And then I saw this today. just said the exact same wording to my sister today about Blanc. Oh, wait. I like it. I like it. But I am so proud of you for trying to frame something a unique and different way, because I love it. I think it's an adorable idea that you put it on the mirror. I just love it. And look at all these cute little things around, you know, queen, lipstick, perfume. Love your smile. Just super cute. Super, super cute. Oh, I have to tell you guys a story, but I will tell it at the very end. But oh my gosh, look at that progress. You had like 2 little lines last week. That's amazing. I love the fabric. Love the fabric. Love the fabric. Stitcher Express is I love the fabric. It's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, yes. Our thoughts and prayers are with you and your sister. Sister, daughter, daughter. Oh, my goodness. That's beautiful. Oh, and you've been doing the heart anchor too. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, look at the cute little Santa man. Oh, my goodness. Oh, that's going to be so much fun to bead. I was watching a, I don't know, video. I don't even know whose video it was. But I've kind of always hated perforated paper because I don't have a frame. And you have to hold it in hand and stitch, which has just always been a pain in the butt. But you don't have anything you can do with your beads. So check, this is highlighter tape, but we're going to pretend. I saw a video. She put some Scotch tape on her finger, backwards on her thumb, and then put her beads on her thumb. So as she was holding it with this hand and beading with this hand, all the beads she was doing, so whether it was white or blue, in the video I saw it was blue, she could just pick up right off her thumb and stitch while she was doing the perforated paper. Brilliant! I used to do it with blue painter's tape with my scroll frame. I would wrap the blue painter's tape all the way around my scroll frame and dump all my beads on it before I found Tacky Bob or the Tacky Mats. But like I said, I've always hated perforated paper because of that. And that is a brilliant solution. Brilliant, brilliant solution to a definite problem. Yes. Mini Snowman Snuggles. Ooh, I can't wait to see him. Can't wait to see him come to life. Oh, look how cute. Oh, I love it. That's looking so good. Is this finished? No, it's not finished. It's finished. It's finished. Where's my bell? Oh, right there. In front of my face and I can't see it. Oh, peace, joy, Noel. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So cute. Are you going to finish it like this? Or are you going to frame it? How are you going to finish it? Hey, that is some serious progress right there. Look at that. I think we need a picture of what this is again, Karen, because I don't recall. Oh, wait, I do recall. I think it's a sepia print of like a little boy holding a red flower or something like that. I think that's what it is. That is looking just so good. It's looking so, so good. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Oh, look at your cute little Easter eggs. Oh, you want to see? I don't know if that's the front and back. Come here. But yes, I figured I would show this. So the front of an Easter chick and his bum, and then it's stuffed and sewn together. I don't know if that's the case with that one, but I just thought I'd show you this cute little chick. How cute is that? One of my local stitchers made these, and she gave them to me because she's sweet. I like it. Wait, I need to ring the bell. because those are cute. Cute, cute, cute. Ooh, look at that. It was just barely a yellow house last week. He is cute. I have a yellow one and a purple one and a green one. I have all kinds of colors. I only see 2, though. I don't know where the rest are. I mean, there was only like a teeny strip of yellow last week. That's amazing. Ooh. I'm assuming this is some kind of Christmas something or other. It's cute. It's cute. Oh, is this a finish? It is a finish. I love it. That is a cute finish. And this can be done in any color of floss. Whatever color floss you were liked, you could do it. Just completed page 10. Yay! Yeah. A real snow job. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. That's amazing. And page 10 was probably like that. Oh, see? Look how cute is the hummingbird. Dude, we're getting a lot of finishes tonight. I love it. Ooh, is this a new project? A new start? Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure I'm liking this one yet. It has a lot of half stitches. Half stitches can be fun, though. Half stitches can be okay because you get them done in half the time, which is nice. But I like it. It's pretty. Are you starting? Where are you starting? At the top, it looks like. It's a beautiful piece. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece. I'm very excited to see it. Chicken Lee Scarecrow Gnome Quilt block by Adorna. I love Adorna. They have cute, cute, cute stuff. Is this finished? I can't tell if it's finished or no, it's not. The beard's not finished. That is so cute. Oh, look at the fairy and the dragon. Dragon Fairy by Joan Elliott. I love this one. I did her years and years ago, and I love her. Love her, love her, love her. Oh, that looks good. That looks so good. Dude, you are coming along so good. Confetti. Confetti. Yeah. Confetti. That's another good term. Confetti is when there is one stitch here and one stitch here and one stitch here and one stitch here. All in different colors. A lot of Heaven and Earths are confetti. They're annoying. They're annoying. It's really funny because I've seen posts where people are like, oh my God, confetti hell. You know, they're like, I can't handle it. And then other is, I've been doing the same one color for 3.5 hours. I'm so sick of it. Bring me back confetti. I'm like, there's, you know, there's one of all of us, you know. Somebody that loves confetti and somebody that hates confetti. I'm definitely in the, I prefer not to do confetti. But that is a good term. How cute is it? The whole forest does confetti. Ugh. And it's not like you can drag it. You know, it's not like you can do one stitch and travel, do one stitch and travel, do one stitch and travel. Because then your back looks like a mess. That's where the pin stitch does come in handy, which I am going to go over. I'm hoping to film tomorrow. My grandbabies are out of town. That's horrible. I was going to film on Tuesday. But here's a story. My daughter didn't have time to paint my nails. She only had time to do the acrylic. So she didn't paint them. This was on Monday. So then she didn't have time to paint them on Tuesday. So I couldn't film on Tuesday. So then I got to film on Wednesday. And then I realized I have old lady hands. Oh, they were now. I took pictures because I was trying to answer somebody about a frame and stuff. And I took pictures and I was like, oh, those are the old man creepy lady hands. Like that, you know, like when the evil queen turns into the old queen in Snow White and her hands are all gross and everything. I was like, oh, now I have old lady hands and I can't unsee it. So I couldn't film because my fingernails weren't painted. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Oh my goodness, this is looking so good. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. That's awesome. Yes, I have seen this as well. I've seen a lot of posts from this site, that, yes, a lot of them are pirated patterns, which are stolen. And again, theft of some kind again. Oh my gosh, look how cute that little doll is. Oh, look at that. You can see her face. So cute. Oh, look at the cute little shell. This is the seashore by Annie Designs. That's cute. Oh, how pretty. Liberty Welcome. I'm loving it. Oh, I'm loving it. Look at the cute little gnomes. Oh, I love the little gnomes. Does this guy get feet? I like the little the other gnome. That's cute. Oh, how cute is that? What is this? Shine on sampler stitch along. Oh, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Where? Oh, right here. That's the progress right there. I am loving the progress on this. This is looking so cute. Keep calm and drink up. Oh, so cute. See, look how much progress you've made on her already. See, and this is all done now. Well, the yellow anyway. This is the, which one's this? This is the big tall one. Cataract removal needed? Ooh. What is this one called? It's the one, it's not the one with the alligator. No, it's not. Oh, look at the cute little prairie schooler Santa. So cute. Okay. Oh, I love it. 38% done. 300 or 838 stitches. Love it. Oh yeah, that pattern's on sale. Okay. I was gonna tell a story. Oh, about funny things I say. I went to dinner with my sister, her husband, and my daughter. I went to lunch with them a couple weeks ago. And we were talking about tic-tac-toe because we were playing tic-tac-toe with my grandbaby. My sister's husband and my granddaughter were playing tic-tac-toe. And my sister mentions that you could never win against my dad because we would play tic-tac-toe with my dad and you could never win. And I go, yeah, the cat would always win. We'd end up catting it out. And her husband and my daughter look at me and are like, what are you talking about? Now tell me I'm not the only one that knows this phrase. Some of y'all have to know this phrase, right? And me and my sister are looking at them like, the cat would win? When nobody wins at TikTok, the cat wins. They're like, that's not a thing. I'm like, it is a thing. They're like, no, it's truly not a thing. I'm like, Google it. It's a thing. It's a thing. It's a thing. But I can't be the only one that has never heard about the cat winning at tic-tac-toe, right? See? Marilyn knows. See? I knew it. I knew it. You've never heard that before? Oh my gosh. My daughter and her husband thought we were insane. You've heard of it too. And you've heard it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is so funny. If nobody wins at tic-tac-toe, the cat wins. When we Google it, there was some kind of phrase like, I don't know, some kind of rhyme about why the cat would win. I don't recall what it was. My dad was awesome at tic-tac-toe. Either he would win or the cat would win. Yep. It's a thing. Your grandma taught you. See? I knew it. You knew it, knew it, knew it. I knew I wasn't the only one. It could have been, you know, that generation or something. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so my thing. My computer wants to tell me about notifications. The game itself is Mexican? Tic-tac-toe is a Mexican game? And it's called the cat game? No way! That's cool. I had no idea. Is it a Western phrase? I was raised in the South. I don't know. It could be a Western phrase. I mean, obviously it's not. I don't know. I don't know the history of tic-tac-toe. I just know that the cat always won if I played against my dad. Always won. I have used phrases lately that my people around me don't know. I don't know if any of you ever heard of spoon theory, but it's the thing with chronic illness, how you only have so many spoons, and what might take somebody of a normal, they have unlimited spoons, and they, like getting up and eating breakfast and taking a shower and going to work doesn't take any of their spoons, whereas a person with a chronic illness only has a limited amount of spoons, and if they spend all their spoons today, they may have to borrow from tomorrow. Anyway, my son was asking me something, and I was like, I don't know. I've spent all my spoons today. I don't have any more. I'm not stealing from tomorrow. And he looks at me, and I was like, have I never talked about spoon theory? He's like, yeah, no. Which I've known about spoon theory for forever, and evidently I've just never talked about it. You're in Michigan, and you heard, so it can't be a West thing. That's so funny. Okay, I feel vindicated. I feel vindicated. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Okay, so I'm ordering the needle minders next week. So that'll be fun. Fun, fun, fun. We'll see what they tell me their lead time is. As far as, they were really, really fast, but pandemic and all, so I have no idea. So I hope you all have a very, very fabulous weekend. You've never heard of spoon theory? You live in Wyoming, so you've heard of it before? I don't know. That's so funny. It's so funny to, what things are called based on where you live. It's a thing. It's a thing. Okay, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. Keep stitching, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone.